Hello, everybody. It's McNugget Reviews here, and today it was a okay day here, but I was just laying on my bed, right? I was just thinking about my collection, thinking about what figures to buy when I save up, usual thoughts. And I was wondering, I don't own any Super 7 figures. I don't own a Super 7 Godzilla Ultimate figure. Should I pick one up? And then I realized that I'm not a fucking idiot and I'm not gonna drop up to $85 for some absolute bullshit quality piece of plastic. And what I wanted to talk about is who the fuck buys Super 7? Oh my fucking god, Super 7 is like the most fucking Israeli Godzilla line company, whatever they do, yeah. A fucking company that makes Godzilla figures. The prices they're charging for their ultimates, for their reaction figures, for their 5-inch Goislops, like, oh my god, like, I've never cursed in a video ever, but like, it's actually insane the prices you'll be seeing for Super 7 figures when they're not even worth. Hell, NECA, you're paying for like half, maybe a third of the price for a NECA figure. Yeah, like what, $30 for a NECA figure? With better quality than a $85 to up to $110 Super 7 Ultimates figure. It's actually insane. I don't know where they pull those prices from, but I just need to talk about it. Let's take a deep breath in. Super 7, please explain to me why you expect me to pay $20 up to $25 for a single one of your reaction figures. What, 3.5 inches of a slightly above Playmates quality plastic with 5 points of articulation. That's what you deem up to worth of $20. That's what you're telling me. Oh, and up to $75 for an entire wave of those figures, depending if the reaction figures are $25 or $20. Yeah, you're paying sub-NECA prices sometimes for these reaction figures. It's so insane that they can, like, regurgitate these prices out for their reaction figures. And let me show you something really quickly. This is one of their $75 waves, by the way. These are fucking cake toppers, Super 7. Well, now that stupid ass line is off of your screen, let me tell y'all a little story of when I was walking around the mall with my family. Okay, this was around the winter of 2025. Okay, it was a good winter, and I was just walking around a mall, right? I was at the second floor where they had a Toys R Us. And in that Toys R Us, I was walking around thinking, oh, maybe I might see some Godzilla figures, maybe might pick up one if there's like a deal or something. And I stumble across the Godzilla reaction figures by Super 7. And oh my god, just the disappointment that I felt knowing that, yeah, that was the only Godzilla merch they had there. The reaction, the overpriced, above Playmates quality, slightly above Playmates quality Godzilla figures that were 3.5 inches. $20. $20. You can imagine my disappointment. There's nothing else there. It's like Benjamin Netanyahu went to Super 7 and made those by himself. I can never get over how they had the audacity, the balls, to charge $20 to $25 for this. But you know what? There's something arguably just as worse in the Super 7 Godzilla line that they've created. And I take you to Exhibit B. Oh no, oh my god. What the hell am I even looking at? $35 for this bullshit on my screen right now. Why on God's green earth should I pay NECA prices, if not higher, for figures smaller in a scale that most kaiju collectors aren't going to already have a collection of, as well as having just as bad as detail as the reaction figures do, along with bad quality, bad articulation, and let me give you that price again. $35. There is no value, and these figures are objectively overpriced. Not even expensive, just overpriced. There should, oh my, why? Super 7, there should be no reason why you are charging $35 for this. Max, these should be the price of the reaction figures at $20. Hell, maybe even 15, because I don't think they're completely worth, I don't think some of them are completely worth even $20. These figures just are not good, and they should not be touching the $35 price mark at any way, at any decision made at Super 7 headquarters, or whatever they cook up this bullshit. This is actually insane. I don't know how people justify $35 for their Super Kaiju line. At this point, I may as well go on eBay and go get some NECA Godzilla figures. That'll be 100 times better than whatever Super 7 is cooking up with their Super Kaiju line, whatever it is. Jesus Christ. I mean, just... what is there even to say anymore? I mean, Super 7 is bad at almost everything. Like, there's no wonder a lot of people don't like Super 7. I can totally understand it. Like, I know Super 7 has their fans, but like, damn, dude, like, this is just unacceptable. And their biggest line of Godzilla figures, honestly, while they're a little better, they're still pretty bad. Let's get into that. Huh. Dang, that's, wow. $85 for what? An 8-inch scale Godzilla figure that has, what? Shit articulation, shit paint, shit detail, shit quality, shit plastic, shit everything, really. I mean, it's not my cup of tea. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But you know what? I may as well say something positive for once. Other than the Kaiju catalog, which mainly goes for the reaction figures, not even the Ultimates, there are 2 Godzilla, okay, maybe 3 Godzilla Ultimates I actually don't mind. They're still overpriced, but they're not as bad as the other ones, that's all I'm saying. Oh, wait, you actually want to hear about those 3 pieces of dog shit? I know I said that they weren't, like, horrible, but they're not good either. Are you sure you want to... Alright, it's your decision. Let's get on with the showing of these figures. Ugh. Alright, well, here are the 3 Godzilla Ultimates that I'd say are better than the others. Well, at least their price isn't as absolutely insane. Got it? And really, for the 1200 Celsius Godzilla, that really just comes down to the fact that it probably has the best detail, sculpting, and paint that I've seen throughout the Ultimates. It looks really good, honestly. It might be my favorite out of those 3. I know it sounds like I'm enjoying these products, but like, you know, I said I'd say something positive, so, you know, the sculpting, I'll say that, the sculpting's amazing on the 1200 Celsius Godzilla. But nothing else. The articulation is still bad. The plastic quality still isn't the best. The paint and sculpting, those are good. Moving on with Bachelor and Mothra, I mean, they're overpriced, yes, but like, they look a lot more screen accurate, you know, at least they look a lot more screen accurate, and the paint doesn't look as bad, they don't look as shiny at all, you know, they don't look like complete dog shit, they look pretty decent, I'd say. Still overpriced, again, they're still overpriced. $85 is insane. They're more like 7-inch scale figures, to be honest, not really 8-inch scale. But, I mean, it's better than everything else, along with the 1200 Celsius Godzilla, of course. You know, if the 1200 Celsius Godzilla was still in stock, I might actually just, like, it might cross my mind to just maybe pick it up, you know, that, the Bachelor and the Mothra, but still, they're just overpriced, man. I just can't, like, nah. I mean, I know it makes me sound like a hypocrite when my last video, I was literally defending SH Monsters, but, like, SH Monsters has a good reason to be that price. Like, they have reasons, you know, like, it's understandable when you really look at the reasons why they're so expensive. Super 7 doesn't have that. Like, I'm gonna be honest, Super 7 just doesn't, I don't know why I'm saying I have to be honest. This entire video, I mean, I've just been shitting on them. I am completely honest. Super 7 just doesn't have any excuse for these prices, dude. It's insane, you know. Just can't keep. I can't stop saying that. These prices, man. Oh my god, absolutely no value. But yeah, I guess those are the three half decent Super 7 figures. The Ultimates. Yeah, that's about it. Well, guys, that's it for the video. That was basically my hate rant on Super 7. Now, you may think that I'm still a hypocrite for defending SH Monsterarts, but SH Monsterarts, you're buying them for the highest quality, which is why they're so expensive, and they are the highest quality. Well, Super 7 just isn't. Sure, you could say stylization, but stylization doesn't excuse a poor paint. Sorry, it doesn't excuse the price. How do I say this? Okay. If a figure, because of stylization, is inaccurate, has poor paint, poor detail, poor sculpting, and is the same price as a super accurate, super detailed, super sculpted figure, then yeah, that price is just not justified because of the stylization, and it should be a lot cheaper because it obviously doesn't cost as much to make. It's not as complex, and also the lack of articulation. And sure, the figures are bigger, but again, that's really all they have. They don't have that well articulation. They're not detailed the best. They're not accurate. They don't have the best paint. Did I mention that they're inaccurate? Again, some people like the stylization, but still, when you're paying for an adult collectible, a Godzilla collectible for that price, the stylization, sure you can have it, but I better not be paying sub SH Monsterarts prices for that, for the lack of detail in paint and sculpt. Yeah, I shouldn't be. Well, that's about it for this video, guys. Have a good day, whatever you're watching this, and make sure to like and subscribe.